Hey guys, I just made some great money on the press and pull system, a system that you've probably not heard of or not familiar enough with, and there's not a whole lot of content on it. Make sure you stay tuned to watch how this plays out and the profit that we make at the end. All right, let's go ahead and explain the strategy. What we're going to do is we're going to go in for $66 on the inside. Okay, this is a pretty low investment on most tables at a $15 level. 66 inside means you have $15 levels on every unit, and of course, the 6 and 8 has $18 units. What's going to happen is if that 5 hits, that's going to pay us $21. Okay, $21. We're going to press it up 2 units. That now makes it $25. It's going to put the other ones just right there for the moment. Now, if that 5 hits again, that $25 will pay us $35. Okay, so now what happens is, if you regress this now back to base level at $15, let's see how much we have in profit right now. That's 25, that's 55, $56. You have $56 in profit, and you still have a bet here ready for you. Let me show you what else that does. That also pays for a lot of these bets here, guys. That pays for your bets on all your other numbers in just one hit, being able to press and regress. Imagine started doing that for every bet and pulling that back down the base every time. This generates great profit to get out of the hand and back into your rack as quickly as possible. Now, let's do this thing on the 6 and 8. The same thing. A $18 bet, that will pay $21. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to drop the dealer down $1. When we drop a dealer down, we're going to press it up by 2 units. In this case, it's going to go up to a $30 bet. So now you have a $30 6 sitting there. We're going to put that $10 back into our rack. If that hits again, same thing. It'll pay us $35. $35. Now let's go back down to base. When we talk about base, we're talking about the original $18 bet. And now you have a 25, again, 35, 45, 46, 47, $57, which pays for almost every bet. And you have $66 still working for you inside to generate more profit. Now, we're going to start off with a $400 bankroll, which is probably about average to what people usually buy in for. Between $400 to $600 is what they're typically used to paying. So this is going to be a low bankroll system, 66 inside, out the bet, out of the hand, and 2 hits. Here we go. All right, let's get a point established. Let's go, shooter. And that's going to be a 5, 4, 9. That's going to be a 9. Let's mark it up. Now, what we're going to do is, because I already have bets sitting out here, I'm going to go ahead and drop down $66. So 50, 65, 66. I already have it set up. So that's going to pull all this back. We're just going to rack it here. And we are ready to roll. Let's go. All right, that's going to be a yo 11, a 6, 5, 11. And there's aces. That's the dots in both places. And there's a 7. Okay, that does us no good. We 7'd out, right? So we're going to go ahead and drop down this bets. Go back to 66 inside. Here we go. We're going to keep our bets out there so we don't have to pull them back again. Let's turn the puck off. These bets are off. And here we go. And it's a 10. So the new point is going to be on the 10. Let's mark the point. And there we go, shooter. Here we go. And it's a 5. Okay, that's going to be a 415. That's going to pay us $21. Say $21. We're going to press it up 2 units. That makes it now a $25 bet. This can go back into our rack. And let's get set up again. Here we go. And we're looking for one more hit on that 5, and then we're going to regress it all the way back down the base. And there's a 6. Okay, that's great. 516 is going to pay us again $21. Okay, $21. We're going to drop $1 to the dealer. Drop $1. That's going to now be a $30 bet. That $30 bet, we're going to rack that $10. And now that $30 bet is going to pay $35. We got both of these set up, ready to roll. All right, here we go. And that's a 9. That's going to be the center field 9. Again, another $21. We're going to press it up 2 units to make it a $25 bet. I'm not coloring it up. So typically a dealer will color these up to green chips. We are not going to do that because I know I'm going to regress it back down once it hits again. So I'm going to keep it at those red chip levels. And there's a 1, 2, 3, craps 3. There's a boxcars 12, no help to me. And there's 6. All right, that's great. That's our first hit in regress. This is called the press and pull. Now that's going to pay us $35. Okay, that pays us $35. That's a $30 bet. Pays us $35. I'm going to regress this all the way back down to base. Down to base is $18. And looky here, guys. Look at the profit that we have coming back to our rack. Let's make sure that's set up right. So now all this is coming back to our rack as profit. And now we're out of the hand. And now we're just basically ready to roll some numbers, guys. Here we go. And there's our 7 out, 4, 3, 7, 7 out. Okay, so all these are going to pull back. Pull all this back. That's okay. We got out of the hand. That's what we were hoping for. I was kind of hoping for a couple hits, but even so, that's good that we get out of the hand in 2 hits. And now you're ready to set up for your next shooter. And here we go. And it's going to be a 1, 2, 3. I do not play the pass line, so you don't have a pass line bet here. I do not preach on my channel to pay the pass line. I do not like the bet. It's a bad bet. All right, again, that's going to pay us. Sorry, we're going to drop down 66 inside. So this right here, we're going to set it for the dealer.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this content. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, the like button, and make sure your notification button is turned on. The channel has been growing all because of you. I put out content like this every single week. Please make sure you're up to date. Make sure you hit subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching. Let's continue with the video.
Again, we're going to drop $1. When you drop $1, we're going to set this at the bottom. That's 2 units. You're pressing it up to a $30 bet, and these go back into our rack. And it's now set up for your next roll. And your next roll is going to be a bad one, right? That's going to be a 4, 3, 7. No good to us. And we're going to pull all these back. Everything comes back again. We have not really hadn't really shown anything how it actually works yet. I am confident though that this makes some money. So make sure you stay tuned to find out the end on the end result of $400, how much profit we actually make. Let's turn that off. And that's going to be a come out 7. That's going to be a 0.7 winner on the pass line. Uh-oh. And that is going to be a 538. 538. Let's mark the point on the 8. Let's drop down another 66. Okay, this is getting kind of old, right? So you're thinking, where's this money going to come from? Hopefully we can start making it here real soon, because right now we're doing nothing but giving to the bank. So let's pull all these out there. Again, $15 units. And right there. And then, of course, $18 units on the 6 and 8. So boom, boom. And we are ready to roll. Here we go. That's going to be a 5. That's going to be a 4-1-5. That's the no field 5. Pays us $21. Okay. Again, press it up 2 units to a $25 bet. And we're going to rack the rest just like that. And we're definitely down about $200 right now. So we need to make some money back. That's great. That's the first way to do it, right? So that's going to pay us $35. It presses it up, pays us $35. Oh, and now we're going to go back down to base at $15. So now that's at a $15 bet. And these bets come all the way back to the rack. That's what we're looking for. Just like that. Good job. And that's going to be, here you go, right back on the 5. Let's press it back up again. Again, $21. Press it up to a $25 bet. We never go more than a $25 bet. We don't want to be too much at risk. We're going to keep it at $25 level, go up, press up, and put it back down to base level every time. That's going to be aces. It's going to be the dots in both places. And that's a 1, 2, 3. How about that? Back-to-back horn. And there's a 6. Okay, that's a 5-1-6. Pays us $21. We're going to drop $1 to the dealer. Okay, now you have a $30 bet. So you have a $30 bet sitting in your 6. We are not going to color it up because we know we are going to drop it back down. That goes to your rack. We know we're going to press it, pull it back down. All right, here we go. Now it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, craps 3. And there's aces. How about that? Another back-to-back horn bet. And there's an 8. That's going to be a 5-3-8. Okay, again, same thing. Pays us $21. $21. We could drop $1. Again, this is going to be a 2-unit press to a $30 bet. That's how you take a $15 bet to a $30 bet. You just drop them $1. That $10 goes back into your rack. And here we go. And that is our point. We're going to turn off our point. And that's going to be a 7. That 7 is going to happen whenever the puck is off, which is a great time to have it. So it's always good to have your puck off and never have them working when your puck is off. And there's going to be a hard 8. All right, it's going to be a square pair back on the 8. All right, here we go, shooter. Yeah, it's going to be a Yo 11 mid-mo Chiro. And there's a 4. That's going to be a 3-1-4. That's no help to me. And there's a 6, 5-1-6. That's great because it's already pressed up. Okay, so what's going to happen? I'll pay us $35. So $35, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take it back down to base. Again, $18 is our base bet. So all this now is coming back to our rack, which is great because we need this. Because of the 2 hard hits at the beginning, that's really helping us out. That was a 6, and here we go. There's a hard 4. That is the 2-2. And a 3-1-4. That's back on the 4. Again, no help to us. We're only working on the inside bets. That's going to be a 5-3-8. That's another great hit. Pays us another $35. So again, going back down the base, that was already pressed up. So now it's going back down to $18 bets. And all this is coming back to our rack, which is absolutely what we need. We need to be able to get this money back into our rack so we can get set up for another shooter. And there we go. Here we go. That is our point. Let's go and turn it off. All right. And it's going to be on the 5. That's going to be the 3, 2, 5. Let's mark the point. And here we go. There's another, how about that? Buckshot right back on the 5. All right. That is already at a $25 level. That's going to pay us $35. When it pays us $35, we're going to go back down to base, back down to a $15 bet. And all this is coming back to the rack. Now the point is now off. Let's move these over. The point is now off. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and exchange this out for $100. That is $100 right there. I'm going to put those greens back into my rack. Let's see what we're at. I'm going to check our rack real quick. 1, 2, 3. So perfect. 300, 400. We are now back into profit after we're going really, really bad at the beginning. So basically, we'll show you here. That is our starting bankroll. This is coming back. Yes, that's coming back. So this is all profit, and this is all profit. That is our point. Let's turn it off. Here we go. And that's a 5, 3, 8. The new point is going to be on the 8. Let's mark the 8. And there we go. 6. That's going to be the easy 6. Got a good shooter here. Good shooter here is going to pay us $21. Drop $1 to make it a $30 bet. Now we have a $30 bet sitting there. $10 is going to go back into our rack. And all this is going to be profit at this moment. And there we go. And that's going to be a Yo 11. That's going to be a mid-mo Chiro. And there's a 10 down there on again. Come on. Let's go down on the end. And that's a hard 10 this time. How about that? Back-to-back 10s. And there's aces, dots in both places. And there's an 8. Okay, that's great. It's an easy 8. That is our point again. That pays us $21. Drop them $1. Okay. Now that's at a $30 bet. Let's put all these up and rack it. And that $10 goes back into our rack. Let's turn the puck off. And here we go. That is boxcars 12. That's boxcars. All the dots and all the spots. And there's our 7. There's our 7. That's our frontline winner when the puck is off. It's always good to hit your 7 when the puck is off at any point in time. And there's aces. Snake eyes. And there's a 10. So the 10 is going to be the point. Mark the point. And there we go. All right, let's go, shooter. 3, 1, 4. No help to us. And there's a Yo 11. Again, no help to us. We're looking for the 5, 6, 8, and 9. That is a 6. That's great. That's pressed up already. So that's going to pay us $35. What a shooter we have here. That's going to pay us $35. Again, I'm going to go back down to base. That's what I need to go to. All this is going to, grab the extra red there. Go down to $18. And now this is all coming back to our rack. So let's put it here. Again, this is all profit. This is what we're looking for. All this is profit, which is great. That's our original bankroll. All right, here we go, shooter. There's a Yo 11, mid-mo Chiro. And a 4, 3, 1, 4, back on it. And a 6, great, great, great. Another 6, another 6. That's $21. Again, same rinse and repeat, right? $21. It pays, let's go ahead and drop it. Sorry, we're just going to press it up to $30. Right to $10 goes back to your rack, and now you're set back up. Let's see if I can straighten these chips back up. There we go. All right, here we go. And there's going to be a 5. That's great. There's going to be a 5 that pays us 21. So do that. Pays us 21. Press it 2 units. And this all goes back to the rack, just like that. That's aces. No, sorry. That's a 1, 2, 3. Craps 3. There's an 8. That's already pressed up. That's great. That's going to pay us $35. Okay, pays us 35. Go back down the base. Rinse and repeat, right? Same thing over and over. Why? Because you're limiting your investment. You're getting ready for the big roll every time, and putting that money back into the rack. That's what we're looking for. All right, here we go. And there's a 10. That's going to be our point. Let's turn off the point and get another point established. Look at there, guys. Another come out 7 when the point is off. Check this out. This is a monster roll. That's how you know whenever you hit them 7s when the point is off, that is the best time to hit them. There's another one that's back-to-back, a back-to-back 7 on the come-out roll. Again, never work your bets, guys. Don't work your bets when the point is off. It doesn't work out in the long run. All right, here we go. That's on a 6. That's our new point. Let's mark it up, and we're ready to roll here. All right, that's going to be a mid-mo Yo Chiro. And there's a 10, going to be down there on the end. It doesn't help us out. And there's a 5, okay? Boom, set up for it. Pays us 35 bucks. Go back down the base. I'm going to pull 15 away. That's our base bet. And this all goes back to the rack. Guys, this is a little money maker here. I'm telling you, you can make some money playing this little system. I'm going to grab another rack. Start putting this in the back. I tell you what, that's going to be our bankroll. So that's going to be our original bankroll. And this is all going to be profit in the front. So you know which is which. All right, there we go. And there's another mid-mo Chiro. And there's a 9, okay? Pays us $21. 21 bucks. Press it up $10 and rack the 11 back into the rack. Just like that. And there's a 10 down there on the end. And there's a 7. Okay, so this roll finally comes to an end. What a great roll we had. Everything here is going to come back. But we made some great money, got out of the hole into big profit, which is always what you're looking for. So that was a great roll. Let's turn the puck off, and let's get ready for a new shooter. Here we go. And that's going to be a 3-1-4. That's going to be a new point. Mark the 4. All right, so here we go. We're going to drop down another $66. So let's pull this down, 66, and drop this down to the dealer. Again, from the original, it's going to be $15 units on every bet. And, of course, $18 units on the 6 and 8. And there, going to be 3 more white chips there. All right, we are ready to roll. Clean it up a little bit, make it look neat. All right, here we go, shooter. We got a 4. 4 is the point. And that's going to be back buckshot right back on the 4. That's going to be the hard 4. And that's going to be the 2-2, as some people call it. Here we go. All right, it's going to be on the 5 now. 3-2-5. Mark the point. Here we go. And that's a Yo 11 mid-mo Chiro. And there's our 7. So we got no collection off of this one. No collection at all. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn the puck off. I'm going to drop down 66. So that's 65, 66. Okay, all this is going to come back to the bank. We're going to call it up and off, meaning telling the dealers I want my bets staying, but I want them off. And here we go. Let's go, shooter. Let's get another point established. That's going to be on the 8. That's going to be the 5-3-8. All right, there we go. All right, what do we have here? That is going to be a, how about that? How many mid-mo Chiros have we hit? That is quite a few. And that's going to be a 5-2-7. Another 7. Ouch. Without collecting anything, that's going to hurt, guys. That is going to hurt. That's the one flaw that you have here is you got to be able to roll some numbers without at least having something hit, right? So for 5, that's 25. That's 55. That's 65. That's 65. Let's pull this one back. That's 66. So all this is going to reset our bank. All this is going to come back, and we are reset back up again, up and off. And here we go. All right, that's going to be a 5-4-9. Let's mark the 9. All right, let's see if we can get another good roll here, guys. That's what we're looking for. All right, that's going to be back on the 9. Okay, 21 bucks. So it pays us 21. Press it $10, which makes it to a quarter. Put the rest of it back into the rack. Point is off. Let's mark it off. All right. And it's going to be at a hard 6. That's going to be the dice D's hard 6. That's our new point. Let's mark it up. And that's going to be right back on the point. Check that out. Pays us 21 bucks. Okay. $21. It helps actually, and you also have to drop $1. So it does help constantly putting money back into your rack too. So you're doing like a half press each time, which a press, half press, and then it pulls all the way back down. That's what really helps us, helps your bankroll grow because you're not doing a full out press every time. All right, that's going to be on the 8. That's going to be on the 8. That's going to be our new point. And here we go. That's going to be a 1, 2, 3, craps 3. And it's going to be on the 6. That's great. All right, that's a big bet. It's going to pay us 35 bucks. Pays us 35. Let's go back down to base at $18. So all this comes back to our rack, just like that. Okay, that's what we're looking for. You need to build that rack back up, right? So all this going back to our rack. And here we go. And there's boxcars 12. Oh, that did roll on me. It was 12. Not that number. And there's a 10. No help to me down there on the end. And there's a 1, 2, 3, craps 3. Aces. How about that? Another back-to-back hard way. Horn bet. And there's an 8. Okay, that's going to pay us, what's going to pay us 21 bucks. Drop $1 to make it a $30 bet. Let's put that underneath. Again, we're not coloring it up because we do not want to, we want to make sure we're going to pull it back down. So we are not coloring it up. That's going to be a 3, 1, 4. Be a new point. Here we go. And there's a 10 down there on the end, a 10 that does us no good. That's going to be the hard 10. All right, there's an 8. That's going to be great. That's going to pay us 35 bucks. So 35 bucks. Again, pull this all the way back down to base. That's going to go back. This is all going to go back into our rack. Just like that, getting out of the hand is what we're looking for. So all this is coming back. All this is coming back. And we're still rolling. Here we go. What do we got here? That is a 538. Back on the 8. So again, go ahead and make it down to 21 bucks. Drop $1. Again, people are going to ask, why aren't you going up any higher? Well, you kind of want to limit your investment, right? So we're going to limit our investment, put money back into our rack. You only started with $400, remember? Started with 400 bucks, and now look here, you already got 150, 160 plus the 66 out here, or a little more than that's out here. So you're really managing your bankroll with the lower bankroll that you have. All right, it's going to be a 4. Let's turn off the puck. Okay, this is for a lower end strategy, the press and pull. It's going to be back on the 4. And there we go. Look at there. Puck shot right back on the easy 4. Let's turn it off. Puck's off. And there's a 7. The puck's off. The 7 rolls. That's exactly when you want it to have it roll, is when the puck is off. We do not want our bets working with the 7. There's another one. Back to back, 4, 3, 7s. Roll these dice a little bit. And we do not work our bets when the puck is off. All right, it's going to be a hard 6. So that's going to pay us 21 bucks. Oh, that's not, you know what? That's not going to pay us. It's just going to mark the 6. There we go. Let's mark the 6. There's an 8. That's going to be the easy 8. Okay, it's going to pay us 35. So it pays us 35. This goes back down to base. A little bit of movement for the dealers, but that's okay. Again, you're looking to manage your money going back into your rack. So it really, as long as you tip, they don't mind. And there we go. All right, here we go. That is 5. All right, so here we are. And there's your 7. Okay, that is our 5, 2, 7. That roll comes to an end. Let's pull all this back. So it had some good rolls. Had some bad rolls. A little bit of mixture there, right? So let's go ahead and do one more shooter. This will be the last shooter and see how we do. We know we're in profit right now, so we might as well have another shot at it. There's another 7 while the puck is off, which is always a good time to have it. And there's a 5. Okay, 4, 1, 5. Let's mark the point. Again, drop down another 65, 66 bucks. And this is going to be spread across to the 5, 6, 8, and 9. Again, everything here is at a $15 level. And then $18 on the 6 and 8. Just like that. All right, here we go. Make sure these things are a little straight for you. All right, let's go, shooter. There's a 10 down there on the end. No help to us. And there's 6. Okay, that's great. That 6 is going to pay us 21 bucks. All right, now we're going to again press it 1. We're going to give it another $1. Press it 2 units, excuse me, and put the $10 back into our rack, just like that. All right. And there's another 6 right back on the 6. That's great. That's going to pay us $35 this time. Pays us 35 bucks. You can go back down to base. So it's $18 as base. And then all this comes back into our rack, just like that. That's there, here, and here. There we go. And look at there. Three of those in a row, guys. 3 of those in a row. You got to love it. This here is going to press it back up. Drop another $1. Goes up to a $30 bet. Oh, grab one more. Goes up to a $30 bet. Put the $10 back into the rack, just like that. And there's a 10, hard 10. And there's a 9. There's a 9, not a center field 9. All right, it's going to pay us 21. 21 bucks. Press it up to a $25 bet and rack the $10. All right. And there's a 7. Okay, let's see how we did. I'm going to pull everything back. That is our big red. Let's see here. Let's lose all this. Pull all this back. Had everything pressed up pretty good there, right? All right, so what we're going to do is, we know this right here is our starting bankroll. This is $400. Actually, let's count it out and make sure. That's 100. That's 200. That's 300. And this is $100. So that's $400 total. So this is $100. That's 1. That's 150. That is 175. That's 200. That's 210. That's 215. 220. 225 bucks, guys. We've hit over 50% profit, which is great. 50% profit on a $400 bankroll. You can never argue with that. If you had $1,000 and you did this thing with a little bit higher level, it works the exact same, guys. All right, I hope you enjoyed this content. If you have not subscribed already, please make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below. Until next time, mark my point and stay awesome.